Welcome to a new video segment that I'm gonna do. It's honestly more so I don't lose my damn mind. I did put an M on this one, because there's gonna be a lot of bad language, and you're gonna very clearly hear me, doing something that you're gonna know what it is. And if you don't want your kids exposed, then monitor their internet usage. Other than that, hit the like and subscribe button down at the bottom if you like it. I'm going to do an episode after an episode after an episode after an episode. I am in Ark Survival Evolved. If you play this and whatever, I'm usually online, and I usually run I host a non-dedicated session, which is what I'm in right now. This is Primitive Plus. I got kind of bored with the other style, with the original Ark Evolved, just because once you get to the point where you've beaten the game, or you get to the end, and you get armor, the tech armor and all that stuff, it just makes the game really super easy. So, so I have used a couple of, modifications in my worlds like I always do. I have the harvesting up a little bit. The XP booster, I have an XP booster on that's a little higher, so, you're not wasting your time, trying to level, and you can actually get to the good stuff pretty quickly, which is what I'm all about. So, without further ado, what I'm going to do in this is, with my trusty Griffin Griff there, obviously that is a cheat. I am in Scorched Earth. Griffins do not spawn in Scorched Earth. I used a command code, because, quite honestly, the Griffin is my favorite mythical creature. And when I found out I could have one in Ark, I was all but too thrilled about that. So, what I've done is I've done about, we'll say about 6 hours worth of gameplay into this already. I already have a base settlement and everything like that. And we're just going to explore. We're going to explore, we're going to build, you're going to see, just kind of how I go about playing Ark. I have not done anything on Scorched Earth before, so I'm going to be learning along, with you guys. So hopefully this will be awesome. Hopefully, I can get some followers, we can get some subscribers, and we can get some things going. I'd love to be able to, continue doing this for other Arks, the Aberration and the original Island, and do one for the Sinner and Ragnarok and all that. I have all the DLC for it, and of course, without needing to be said, this is PvE. So, I am here just to have fun. I don't really want to have to worry about, another tribe coming and raiding my stuff. Now, however, I do have friendly fire on this, so if people want to come and they want to play, and, we want to get 2 or 3 tribes going on in the map, and, we can have, monthly or weekly tribe wars or something like that, that would be, something I'd be down to listen to. Yeah, and if you actually end up playing with me or whatever, 9 times out of 10, you'll probably end up in one of these videos. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you guys Casa de Sai. Now, this is, Sai is a character that I've created. Normally I'll do, Rayner or Donatello or something for a name, but this time I decided to do Sai. So we're right by this green pillar thing, and the reason I chose this location, as you can see, there's the house and the little stuff down there, but the reason I chose this location is because of this right here. There are in fact 2 oil veins right here, so these 2 bad boys are going to give me all the oil I'm going to ever need, and then some. And it looks like I need to harvest something over here. Chitin and fresh meat. Always down for chitin and fresh meat. So, I'll give you guys a little tour of the house real quick. This is really not a greenhouse. It is, in fact, Griff's little cage that I made him. There's the water coming into my toilet that's inside. It's just a little starter home. It's nothing real fancy. But I'll get off the Griffin here and I'll go inside and show you. So outside we got a little barbecue area with the smokehouse. Now in Primitive Plus there's a couple different ways to do everything. You can, use your typical refrigeration system. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. your standard refrigerators that, use spark powder and everything like that. And these guys use spark powder as well. Actually, I'll go make some spark powder real quick and show you. Oh, look, I already have some made. So, yeah, here's a little place right here. Here's my little juicer and my grinder and my hand mill, my grinder, and a little lumber over there, a little mixer, my advanced workbench. Okay. I thought that was just my construction bench. I didn't realize that was my advanced workbench. I don't know what happened to my construction workbench, but hey, who cares? So inside, we just got a little stuffs everywhere. I actually just put random stuff in these. This one has some leather, just so it would get the animation. If I were to take the leather off or out of it, everything that's on the shelves will disappear. So it'll look empty. It doesn't matter what you put in there, just as long as you put something in there, it'll look like it's got stuff there. Little fireplace holder there. Got my fireplace going on there. My little kitchen area. So I have the barbecue area outside, and then I have the more serious kitchen area in here with the range there. There's the 2 preserving bins. There's my cauldron. Got some storage areas over there. The baker, and then the baking table here. And this is probably one of my favorite things that I've done. I actually bordered the outside of the house in glass ceiling tiles. So the light from the sun actually heats the majority of my house. Nope, not ready to poop. Alright, so yeah, if you guys don't know, toilets are awesome. You can actually set up multiple ones. If you have more than one person on a server, you can actually set them up, and they're a great way to get fertilizer if you don't have dung beetles, or you don't want to wait for the compost bin, because it takes like 3 full in-game days to like convert any fertilizer or any feces and thatch into fertilizer. So it takes fucking forever, and nobody wants to deal with that shit. Nobody wants to wait on that, so this is actually a really cool way. You can poop in the toilet, and then when you flush your poop, it actually goes into your inventory as fertilizer. So it's just like automatic fertilizer. If you just remember to check your little indicator up there, just hold your circle button down. If you're on Xbox, I believe it is the B button, maybe the red one. It's a B button, I think. You can hold that down, and it'll bring up that little rotary menu, and it'll tell you, all your whistles and everything like that, and your emotes, and then it'll say either ready to poop, it'll just say poop, or it'll say not ready to poop. And if you're ready to poop, you can go sit on the toilet, and you can actually do that emote, go through that circle, so you'd go through here, and if I had to poop, I would highlight it. I would let it just says not ready to defecate at the top, because I'm not ready to poop yet. I will be here in a minute. I just ate some stuff, and I'll actually be able to show you guys. But and then for a sleeping quarter, I don't know, I'm kind of always down for hiding stuff. So I've got it's kind of obvious out here, but if you go over here, you can drop down here, and this is where like all the majority of my storage is. It's down here, just somewhere that not out completely in the open. But got some hanging shelves here that need to activate the... it doesn't actually... Aw, that's sad. I was kind of hoping it would do the animation thing. So anyway, there's my smithing table. This is what the smithing table looks like in the Primitive Plus. I've got my forge there. Now, you can get to a point where you're using... more, less primitive things, and that's where I wanted. I wanted this to start out at a base, a base level, and then as we go along, you guys will just see how to upgrade everything. You see the new upgraded stuff, get to see how to use it all, and we'll learn together. So in the beginning of this, I did say that you would obviously hear me doing something that you would know what it is. I do live in a great state where I'm allowed to use medical marijuana. So I do have my card, and I actively smoke while I game. So if you hear an inhale and an exhale, 90% of the time, it's probably me. This is just kind of an entrance I started to build and then decided, meh, I don't really want the entrance to be right there. Here in a second, we're going to take a trip down the hill here, and I'm going to show you guys my greenhouse, how I have it set up. I'll show you the little water area. It is very, very important in this map that you find a place that either has a water tap, and as we explore, I'll show you what that looks like, and an oil rig, like somewhere nearby. So either one, maybe two. In this particular map, I can't make a transmitter, so I can't exactly show you guys, and I'm not smart enough to figure it out on the map. I can show you guys on the map where it's at, and maybe those of you who are smart enough. So, I mean, longitude, I would say, you know, probably 70... I'd call it 77, and then latitude 50, almost smack dab right there, is going to be where I'm at. So if you ever join my server and you want to come to my house, by means, you know, do it. So as you can see, my tubing goes all the way down. There's the little oasis down there that I have my water running to. I kind of have my water set up a little weird in my greenhouse. I was really tired and I just wanted it to be done. So I have it set up kind of odd in here. Yeah, you're supposed to come in this door over here, because this one's kind of blocked off by the little thing. But anyway, so in here I've got grapes growing right here. We can actually come up here and access the inventory. And we don't actually have anything out yet. They're not fruiting. It's just middling, so it's in its middle stage of growing. Looks like my tomatoes, though, are fruiting. So I've got tomatoes going there. Looks like I've got some... What is this one? Sugarcane is fruiting there. Sorghum is a middling there. Actually... It's coffee. Whoa! Nice. So there are those. Looks like my tomato is seeding there, so that's good. And my coffee crop says it's fruiting, but I don't see anything. So that's weird. But yeah. Here's my little greenhouse. It's a pretty nifty little thing. I have no idea what I'm going to put there. It'll probably be like necroberries or something I need to make like a potion or whatever. So yeah, that's that. So the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to build a giant stone fence. So we're going to have I do have the harvesting turned up a little bit in this, so the amounts that you're going to see me harvesting are going to be, a little extravagant. But again, it's because I've played this for so long that honestly I just like getting to the meat and potatoes of things. So the first thing I'm going to do is, we're going to use my little house here. We're going to use my little house. We are going to go ahead and go get some resources, and we're going to start upgrading our weaponry. I know I say a lot, guys. I'm sorry. So we're going to start doing our weaponry. We're going to start doing ammo. We're going to start, setting ourselves up with armor. We're going to get ready to explore. Now, I'm going to take you through step by step on what I do to go out and explore in the world. Now, everybody is different. Every play style is different. I will never ever tell you that my way is the right way to do it, because the most wonderful thing about Ark is that you really can do it however you want to do it. So, if you're just looking at me and you're like, Rayner, that's fucking retarded, well then, okay, that's your choice to say that. I don't care. And I'll probably say it 100 times that, I'm looking for people. So if you're watching this video or you watch this video and you play Ark on a regular, shoot me a message, shoot me a friend request with a tag in it just saying Ark Survival. And then whenever I'm on and you're on, I'll drop you a line being like, hey, I'm going to start it up, if you want to come in and build. If I get enough people, I'll happily run a dedicated server that'll just be PvE. And whatnot, so yeah, by all means. But yeah, so back to this, we can throw this in here, and then we can actually, let's Let's go kill something real quick. What's nearby that I can kill? Actually, where is Griff? Griff is at the back of the house. Griff is not at the back of the house. Griff is back down here at the frickin'... frick. So yeah, I do have my speed turned up quite a bit. So I do move a lot faster than you'd probably move if you played. Maybe not in... Oh, that one I thought was going to hurt a lot more than it did. I'm glad it didn't. So yeah, I have down here in the water, I have little fish traps, because you can do little traps and stuff to catch different kinds of poultry and stuff like that. So I have like little fish traps down here that currently don't have anything in them, but they will in a minute, because, yeah. So, actually, you know what? Let's grab some of this and put it in some... Dang it! I keep forgetting I can't go in and out that way. Alright, let's grab some of these. Ooh, citrus root. Grows naturally among the coast. It will probably prevent scurvy. Nice. I love how it's probably. Oh, there's my coffee plant. Ooh, coffee plant. Oh, it's just a mildling. It's not going to do anything. You're still a mildling. Alright, so we have harvested our little hearts out. Harvested what we can off of them. And this is, outside of the tomato plant, which it'll probably, adjust in a minute. If you noticed when I came in, there were little yellow fruits on all of those. And when I harvested, they all went away. So that's actually kind of cool, that in the Primitive Plus, that as far as I know, that doesn't happen in the other arc, in the other arc types. So, that's... So that's going to seed, because I just deposited poop in it. And for those of you that don't know, actual straight poop, like you don't actually have to have fertilizer. You can just take straight feces from your animals, and do it that way, and just deposit the poop. The poop does have nitrogen in it, so obviously the longer you wait, the more it has. This is a well. You can build these in the Primitive Plus. They actually catch rainwater, but I've been on this map, like I said, for about 6 hours yet, and I haven't even seen an electrical storm. I haven't had anything in here, so it really isn't that. But it's gotten really hot a couple of times, but nowhere near a super heat or anything like that. So we'll just come up here and we'll put our citrus and our tomatoes and our sugar cane in our little preserving bin there. Alright, now we're going to start depositing stuff into our smithing table, so we can actually start making other things. We're going to deposit a fair amount of stuff in here. Oh wait, that I actually need with me. So let's start with armor. So to make metal armor, we need hide, fiber, and of course, iron ingots. So I always take iron. I always take metal armor with me. Shields, I can take them or leave them. I don't really care about shields. Most anything else I could take or leave. I really don't care about it. But there's stuff in here that just, you get a little pipe there. If you get 100 iron ingots, which is really freaking hard to do, but Anyway, in this one, I strongly suggest doing this. As you can see, as I open the inventory, you'll see the little smaller stacks on the left-hand, on the left-hand side of the screen, and then the one larger stack of 25. That is actually the difference between what is known as fresh firewood and then seasoned or dry firewood. Dry firewood is specifically meant to burn in like long-lasting fires. So you want to put these in your fireplaces. You want to put these in your furnaces. You want to put these in all of the places that you need to a strong, constant fire, and you'll get the desired response there. So, and it works really well. Some things will actually take oil. I do not know if you can make gasoline in this or not, or if you have to make gasoline in this or not. I personally haven't seen anything about it, so without anything else to say, really, we're gonna go and harvest some stuff. So I got like 10 food, so I should be good there for a little while. Now I am getting carbon and iron and limestone in this. These are all things that you don't get in any of the other. You get the steel, like you get the metal. And those make your iron ingots, but in this one you can actually make steel by adding carbon in with it when you're forging it, which as far as I know, I think that's actually how steel is made. I could be wrong on that. I'm not a metallurgist. But so I think that's pretty cool, and there's certain things that can be made with limestone as well. So I just really like this game. I mean, it takes two of my favorite things, which is survival, and they give you extremes. I mean, there are days, in this where I can't move out of my little shack there because it's so hot outside. As soon as I step outside, I start losing health. I'm in a desert. It's a giant desert. It's the scorched earth. So, I haven't made any like water carrying devices yet. That's something that we're going to do in this video. As soon as we upgrade our weapons, we're going to go hunt some things down. We're going to get some more hide, make some water skins and stuff like that. So, all right, folks. So we've got 76 metal. We have 52 limestone, 200 carbon. I think we're good. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to nab this little bit here of firewood, and I want to kind of demonstrate how well this does. Now, I do have the fuel consumption turned down to about half of what it normally is, so keep that in mind. Now, I'm going to access this little doogie mahickey there, and you can see I already have 48 of these guys in there, so I'm going to go ahead and just add those in there. I'm just going to take 10. All I'm going to take. I'm going to take those 10 and I'm going to put them in here. Now, as you can see, as soon as I put those in there, a little icon came up here that invites me to light the fire. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to place my metal in there, and I'm just going to light the fire. So you can either click on it, or for both PlayStation and Xbox, you can do the right stick. I honestly don't remember what it is. I think it's F or P or something like that. I don't know, but I don't remember what it is for the computer. So as you can see, we already used one piece, but you always use one piece automatically when burning. So if you can, sustain the burn for as long as you can, and you won't honestly waste that one piece. But it's already underway. We're cooking. I've also noticed that you get a lot less charcoal when using the forge here. So we're going to let that go. We're going to come over here. The only thing I would really complain about this game so far is that, honestly, The only thing I wish we had is better lighting. There's not a whole lot of lighting options. There are these little guys, and they don't do a whole lot. So you'd really have to like litter your whole house with them. So, but anyway, so that's a little, it's just a little intro to the house. You know, what I've got going on, where we're going to go. I'm going to end this here right now. I'm going to do another video, another episode, that'll be a longer episode, and it'll be one, that, you know, encompasses a lot more stuff. So until the next time, guys, you know, keep it easy.